Good thing about Diddy, pause, he can sense the devil in females already. So these women that you guys be thinking are innocent and that are victims and all of that stuff, no, Diddy can tell the wickedness. He can read inside their heart. You heard real recognize real? Well, evil recognize evil as well. So he find these little cute chicks like Cassie, like, Jennifer Dopehead and all of that extra stuff. And he knows what they really like. So let's see what Cassie is about.
Well, well, well. What do we have here?
What do we?
It's about time I do a segment called I Told Y'all.
I told y'all.
Because I told y'all
Go look at my last
that
couple
Cassie
videos.
was not completely innocent in all of this. Yes, it was heartbreaking to watch Cassie get beat down by Diddy on that video.
Yeah.
Absolutely heartbreaking. And Diddy deserved to be punished for that.
But
for a lot of these other things that they're accusing him of, nah, man, it sounds like a straight up railroad job.
now we all know Diddy is a little fruity. We all know that he's scandalous. We all know that, we all believe he could have had something to do with a couple famous people's executions. But as far as trafficking and all of this stuff with these little women coming out of nowhere and all of that, you seen the same thing happen to Cosby. They tried to do it with Tiger Woods. You seen all of that extra stuff. And any woman that's close enough to him that want to see the kingdom fall and they can benefit from it, y'all seen it. It's been happening since the biblical days. And I'm going to show you guys in all different generations how women do the same damn thing. Pretend to be innocent, but just be ready to benefit off of a man's downfall. Let's keep going, though.
Sounds like Diddy is the bad guy because he's a bad guy.
He is bad.
Exhibit A. Diddy says the freak-off videos the government is trying to use against him actually prove his innocence. He says the tapes show consensual sex with Cassie, and he even claims she appeared to enjoy herself.
Come on.
According to new legal docs, Diddy's defense team says they've seen the 9 so-called freak-off videos the feds are making a big stink over. But the attorneys say the content on the tapes amounts to private sexual activity between fully consenting adults and a...
Oh, snap. So on the tapes that we all heard about, all these rumors and everything, the tapes that they're actually showing to everybody is consensual. Yeah, she getting passed around and tossed up, but she's not the first thought in history to get passed around. If some of these dudes enjoyed seeing their women with other freaking dudes and stuff like that, that's a normal, it's not normal thing at all. Like it's not normal. But like in places like Atlanta, weird places like Atlanta and LA, they got swinger clubs and stuff like that, and black people be going there. It's not even a white people thing no more. Like I done seen it. Like they be going to these clubs and they'll split up and they chick will be in the room getting ran and then all of that. They be doing that stuff in Atlanta and LA, man. So this is not something new. It's just new because you're hearing it with celebrities and stuff. But like when you get powerful and rich, you get bored as hell. So like, entertain me. You seen remember the time threw him to the lions and to the alligators because he ain't know how to do nothing to entertain them and stuff. They get bored and start doing weird stuff. You understand? So it makes sense. Her being in a relationship with him 10 years, he weird as hell. If she was really suffering, she would have found a way out if she really wanted to. She ain't his first girl.
Long-term relationship. Diddy's legal team says Cassie not only consented to the freaky deaky episodes, she thoroughly enjoyed herself.
Oh my God.
Is evidently happy, dominant, and completely in control.
Hold on.
The docs.
So she was the one cracking the whip. She was the one. She was the one wiping the baby oil down on the victims and stuff like that. That was her. You understand? Her and Jennifer Lopez. It wasn't just him. Dog, don't state the obvious. We already know he's not innocent. My problem is with people presenting themselves as victims just to assist with the world trying to take people down. Like, yo, I said it before in the other video about Diddy, if Diddy gotta go, then fine, let him go and be charged for the stuff that he actually did. But don't jump on a bandwagon with all the liars and the people setting people up and adding fake charges and stuff like that. And then she got paid. She got, what they say, 30 million or something like that. And that's when all these other women started coming out of the woodworks. Yeah, man, I was trafficked by him. I remember back in 1965. I thought you was 32. Yeah. You know what I meant, right? Like, dude, they all over the place.
Reference victim one, who we now know as Cassie. Prosecutors described the videos as elaborate and produced sex performances in the federal indictment against Diddy. But his lawyers say the footage does not depict sex parties, but rather adults having consensual sex, plain and simple. Diddy.
Now, I ain't saying what you should do in the bedroom or not, but I've heard, like, this has been a long time thing. Like, it's 90s, 80s, like, couples have always did this throughout the years of devices. I remember people had their sex tapes on, like, VHSs in their houses and secret parts in their rooms and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? We was kids and we'd sneak in people's rooms and stuff and be looking for movies to watch and stuff, and you'll put one in the VCR. You young people don't know what a damn VCR is. It was before a DVD, okay? You'll put it in the VCR, and you're like, hold on, that's old blah blah blah, and his wife, hold on, hurry up, turn that off, put it back before we get in trouble. People been doing that forever, but it's celebrities now. So it has to be conspiracies behind it and all of that extra stuff. It got to be some type of abuse, or it got to be somebody being held down against their will, or something weird or something, right? So I just believe a lot of people are playing into, like, the bull crap just so they can see people go away for the rest of their lives. Now, he probably done enough in his lifetime to where he probably should, if it's up to the law, go away, or up to God, go away for the rest of his life. But I'm just talking about the lies. You understand? People like Cassie, all of these females doing all these podcasts and lying and all of this extra stuff, trying to get money, trying to get clout and fame, grow their social medias and all that bull. And then you got people in the comment section crying and supporting, oh, you're so brave for surviving and going through something that you actually didn't go through, because we proved that it was actually some other girl that was actually at the party, but we gonna like this and subscribe anyway to this fake interview, right? Like, dog, come on, y'all.
Attorneys also say the tapes were not secretly recorded, and they pushed back on some of the conspiracy theories surrounding the case, claiming there are no secret cameras, no orgies, no celebrities involved, no underground tunnels, no minors, and not so much as a hint of coercion or violence.
Now, unless he got something on them, they ain't got no reason to lie about what's on the tapes that they're actually showing. Not saying that they don't have other tapes, but on the tapes that they're showing and stuff, if they say that's what's on the mugs, then chances are that's what's on them. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we want so bad for him to be some wizard or hocus pocus super powerful entity, but the truth is he's just a dirty, nasty man. And there's a million of them. Like, it's been around from generation to generation, right? We all got some wickedness in us, right? So we have to, like, realize that let a person be charged for what they need to be charged for, but don't lie. Like, don't false accuse and stuff. That's when you start to make it to where, like, if there are real victims, you're going to make it difficult for them to prove their case or to get sympathy or to get justice, because there's so many people being proven as liars or fakers and stuff that ain't nobody going to want to really hear the truth when it actually come out, right?
And get this. Diddy claims Cassie kept the recordings on her devices for years and turned them over to the government herself. And he's refuting the feds' position that he kept the videos as collateral. He insists the videos are not on his devices and were not seized from his home. Diddy's attorneys say the tapes don't show any evidence of violence, coercion, threats, manipulation, drug use, excessive alcohol consumption, and they add, there is certainly no evidence of sex trafficking. Diddy said all along he's innocent, and his attorneys say the proof is on the tapes.
Now, we are in the age of AI where you can fake stuff on tapes, but check this out. Guys, if it's all over the place how all these, theories have been going and all these testimonials have been going lately, then on 9 separate tapes, we should have seen somebody being held against their will. That's 9 tapes. You understand? Like 9 tapes, nobody held against their will, being cut on and sacrificed to the gods. Right? Because how these chicks in these podcasts telling it, they doing seances and moving Ouija boards while they slicing body parts. The girl that lied, Lamisha Fuller, she said that Diddy made her stab a kid and then they had the kid for dinner. All type of stuff. And there were people in the comments all like, oh my God, this is horrific. I can't believe you actually went through this and stuff. And then it turned out, like I told y'all that she was a liar and she was making up all the stuff. We did a video, you can go back and watch it, where we counted out all the inconsistencies in her story. Had to put my detective Sherlock Holmes hat on. You understand what I'm saying? And it was actually easy. If you get out of your emotions and your feelings, everybody wants somebody to go to jail or go to hell. So it's real easy for everybody to be influenced by liars and stuff, because you're already rooting for people's downfall. So anytime somebody say, yeah, I caught them or they did this, you're like, yeah, man, I knew they rich but did this, with no facts. Are we tired of seeing him say, take that, pause? Yes, we are. But does that mean he did everything he's been accused of? Chances are not. There's so many liars and exaggerators and stuff like that, guys. In a minute, I'm going to show you guys history of all of these women being scandalous throughout the centuries.
If you're a native or fluent English-speaking Western expat living in Panama and you're looking for a new online career that enables...
Tapes that the feds provided to the courts.
All right.
Tapes that Diddy's team say Cassie was on.
Oh, snap.
Having a good time.
So she was a co-star in this movie.
Being in complete control.
Oh my God. So she was wearing the Catwoman suit and had those whoosh, and it was like, you're a bad boy, aren't you? And them little dudes was on there, them nasty, white dudes that Diddy be hanging out with, was getting pegged and all that weird stuff, probably, you hear me? And she was enjoying herself in a position of power. Why? Because she was in a power couple relationship with Diddy. She had no complaints except for when she couldn't do whatever she wanted to do, or when he was dealing with somebody else, probably treating them more special than her, or when he still wouldn't promote her lame dang on career. That's probably when stuff got salty. But I don't want to speculate. You understand what I'm saying? All I know is that your name is not anime. I am not staying, or nobody is staying with somebody 10 damn years if they getting beat the hell up and passed around without wanting to be passed around and doing all of that extra stuff. How you free now? Just you being free right now proves that you could have always been free all of this time. No, it was difficult for you to leave that life of comfort that he was providing for you, even though he wasn't a good husband or, boyfriend. He was definitely a good provider for your butt, right? And you was like, damn, man, how do I get out of this, get with another Negro, and take his money with me so I can keep the lifestyle? The feds, what can I give them? Like, let me wait for him to be in the news about something. Then I'm going to throw them tapes at him, right?
I told y'all
too.
there ain't no way that Cassie would be in a 10-year relationship, or no woman would be in a 10-year relationship with a man, and she's assisting him with his wild, freaky fantasies, and she's not enjoying any of it. No way possible, unless she was being held in a dungeon.
Right.
Captive.
Right.
Couldn't get out. No way out.
Was out in
She's
public.
just a straight sex slave.
He took
Think
her
about it, fam.
on
Just
red
think.
carpets, all of that.
You got a woman who's in a relationship with a man who is supposed to be one of the biggest freaks of all time. He throws the biggest parties. Parties so freaky, they call them freak-offs. She is his romantic, intimate partner who, by her own admission, participated in these freak-offs.
Yes, Lord. Yes, you
Where
did.
people allegedly were coerced and forced, sometimes beaten, sexually assaulted. They were given spiked drinks, drugs. You saying that Cassie didn't know? Because the fans say they're coming after anybody who was involved at all. Anybody who participated, anybody who aided Mr. Combs. They say they're coming for him. Do you really believe they're going to come for Cassie? Or will they renege on their threat?
Now check this out. Watch this. I got the proof. Man, she been scandalous. Don't forget she came in the game with Ryan Leslie. He discovered her butt singing on the dance floor. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Alright, 2004. Because this is my sorry for 2004. Alright, so Leslie discovered Cassie dancing. Leslie wrote and produced her song, Me and You. This is what happened when we take gutter rats and try to pretty them up and put rings on them and stuff like that. Just because they're cute does not mean they deserved or earned the good life. So they don't appreciate it. For all these years, they're used to being, people kissing their butts because of how they look. And this is what happened. So Ryan Leslie puffed her up, got her ready for puff, pause, and passed off. So he was supposed to do a joint venture with Puff Daddy Bad Boy Records, but nah, Puffy wasn't having that. He like, I ain't trying to share it right now, you understand? So Leslie has said that he made a heartfelt recording after Cassie left him for Sean Combs. So don't forget, she left him, a dude that's, as far as I can tell, never been abusive, highly educated, no criminal record, just wanted the best for her, put her on, even introduced her to the higher ups and all of that stuff, which was his first, well, actually, he dodged the damn bullet, right? So she been scandalous on her journey to power. Her voice sucks. She cannot sing. So she was like, okay, this working with Leslie ain't gonna pop off. I need to figure out how to marry into or get, figure a way to link to the power and get the money. You understand? And he was definitely under Diddy, pause. You understand? So she like, look, why deal with the officers when I can deal with the king? You understand? So she got romantically linked with Diddy. All right? Pause. All right? So you got to remember that. Her situation with Diddy started off scandalously. Two peas in a pod. Birds of a feather flock to dang on together, or assault people together, if you want to call it that. Okay, right? Like every beast loveth his like. Speaking of scripture, let me show you something. Like we gotta get to it, man. We gotta get to it. Okay, watch this. Let me show you how scandalous. Now, besides Eve, remember Eve was beguiled by the damn serpent in the garden. It was not Adam. The damn serpent, which was the devil, told her, hey, you'll be just as powerful as the men. You look at the women right now. This is what the government did. So the government plays the serpent right now. Right? You can be equal. You'll be just as powerful. You'll be a god too. All you got to do is eat this damn apple. And her desire to be just as powerful or as equal to the men and all of that, all the way back then in the garden when we had paradise. We had paradise. There was no such thing as sin. But her desire for all of that caused her to do what the damn devil told her to do. And Diddy could see that in her. He could see that in Cassie. He could see that in Jennifer Lopez. He could see that, right? So, that held against the will, please. All right, Diddy, in my honest opinion, anybody that he doesn't really tolerate, he find a way to allegedly get rid of them. So if he was really not feeling Cassie like that, he could have easily got rid of her. It ain't like she all that famous that we would have noticed. If she disappeared, nobody would have noticed. No offense. Well, I mean, whatever. Like, who would have noticed? Like, she's not an A-list actress or celebrity, period. So if he really was like abusive or hating her or something, you would have seen something more than just a little hotel, not trying to downplay that. That was definitely horrible. But the monster that they claim he is, he could have got rid of her a long time ago. And y'all know I'm telling the damn truth. Fight me in the comments if you don't believe it. Subscribe. Anyway, all right, so look at this. Matthew chapter 14. Watch this. I'm going to show you the history of scandalousness, if there's a word, scandalousness in women. For Herod had laid hold on John and bound him and put him in prison. All right, so this is John the Baptist. He's the cousin of Christ, the one that he passed the torch to, right? All right. For John said unto him, it is not lawful for thee to have her. Okay, now watch this. And when he would have put him to death, he feared the multitude because they counted him as a prophet. So he wanted to kill John because he wanted this chick. And John was like, nah, you know, it ain't lawful for you to have her. So, but since the people thought John was a prophet, he's like, I ain't trying to see no people rise up. You know what I'm saying? Let me just go ahead and put him in prison. But watch this. When it was Herod's birthday, the daughter of Herodias danced before them and pleased Herod. Okay? So Herod was like, damn, she bad. You hear me? And demist, thouest, baddest. I don't know how they talked back then, right? So, anyway, actually, this was Hebrew, so they ain't say none of that. But you get what I'm saying, right? So, she was dancing and he was like enticed, right? So it says, whereupon he promised with an oath to give her whatsoever she would ask. So it's just like when y'all simps be in the strip club and these chicks be twerking in front of y'all and dancing butt naked on you and stuff like that, and you be stargazed and just like, oh, you can have my whole check, and just throwing all the ones or all of that extra stuff. That's what he said to her. He said, you can have whatever you like. You can have whatever. This is so simpism goes all the way back to the biblical days. You thought this was something new? We give the women their power. We give the women their power by submitting our damn power. Okay? So he said you can have whatever you like before he knew what she was gonna ask. He shouldn't have did that, man. So watch this. Her being evil, it says, and she being instructed of her mother said, give me here John Baptist's head in a charger. What? During a birthday celebration, a woman, see, y'all be thinking it's just the man that's evil. During a birthday celebration, a woman as a gift, he said you can have anything. It could have been gold, it could have been whatever shekels they had, or a palace or something. She said, give me John the Baptist's head. A prophet. Shows you she was not a God-fearing woman at all. So watch this. And the king was sorry. Why? Because he actually liked John. He didn't have no problem with John. That was Herodias, right? So the king was sorry. Nevertheless, for the oath's sake, so he's a man of his word. He's a king. He got to keep true to what he said. So before he didn't know she was going to request something so brutal and wicked, but he said she can have whatever she liked. So for the oath's sake, and them which sat with him at dinner at meat. So it was witnesses that seen him say, hey, you can have whatever you like. I'll give you whatever you want. So he can't be found a liar. So, just to save face, he commanded that it be given to her. And he sent and beheaded John the Baptist in prison. And his head was brought in a charger and given to the damsel, and she brought it to her mother. Come on. How evil, what type of woman is that? Come on. Now you're starting to see the history. Y'all look at these little 5'5", 5'4", or 5 foot period, little slim women, petite women, and you think, oh, look at the little cute angel. Oh, I could break that. You know what I'm saying? Blah 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 blah. Ooh, she's so fragile and petite. She need to be protected. She need to be taken care of. She need to be spoiled. You are asleep. They lie in wait for chances to strike. The scripture says, be wise as a serpent, but harmless as a dove. No, these women are wise as a serpent and harmful as the dang on serpent as well. They learn from their father, the devil. You understand what I'm saying? So I just wanted to bring this to y'all, let y'all know. See, I told y'all Cassie wasn't innocent. I told y'all that Lamisha Fuller chick was lying and the rest of them are too. Now, is he innocent of all charges? I don't believe so. But is he guilty of everything they could accusing him of? I don't believe that. Because usually when you get in trouble in Hollywood or as a celebrity period, so they can throw away the key, they just try to stack on as much as they possibly can. It don't matter if it's true or not. If they can prove that you're guilty of one thing, then the world won't question the rest of the stuff. That's why the scripture says we should be found blameless. That way nobody can put us in the conversation of anything that could lead us to captivity, right? So guys, what y'all think? Let me know in the comments, man. Did y'all already know Cassie was not innocent? Did y'all know that already? Let me know.